Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we are here. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Little bummed with the news going on, but
That's
we got a double whammy happening.
Yeah, we talked briefly just before the show started, but he's still fighting. But
but and this one stings because Razor Ramon, that's a big one, and then the whole NWO stuff. If you were a wrestling fan, that was the headline. So
yeah, and I read Kevin Hall's tweet, and that just broke my heart.
Yeah. He's losing a brother.
Yeah.
And then William Hurt.
Thunderbolt Ross.
We lost our Thunderbolt. Not to mention, he's had a stellar career.
Oh yeah.
I Broadcast News is one of his big early hits, and I think that's the one I can remember most. Even though it's been a long time for that one, that one stuck with me for a while. Even back then.
I never saw that one, but I loved his Oscar nominated role in History of Violence.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was only like barely a handful of scenes, but it was great.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So we lost another one. Anyways,
I couldn't believe he was 71.
He was that old?
Yeah.
I honestly thought he was a little older.
I thought he was younger. But it wasn't until I want to say it was either Endgame. No, was it Civil War, or it was somewhere in the late stages of Phase 3 where he started to look a lot slimmer.
Yes. Yeah, that was noticeable. His age was definitely catching up to him compared to going back to the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Body Heat. That was the one I was trying to remember the name of.
Okay. I know the title. I don't know if I ever saw that one, but I remember Broadcast News. I watched. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I was a little too young, but I think I caught onto that one in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe.
I think the first one I saw of him was The Doctor, where the doctor gets cancer.
Don't know that one.
And Nathan's here. G'day, movie nerds.
Hello.
Hey, Nathan.
Howdy, Nathan. He must be just getting up. Let me see. What time is it? No, it's 10 o'clock there. Okay, 10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, hello from the past.
You're right. We just talked to somebody in the future.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, I'll throw this quick trivia question out to you guys. Christopher Lloyd has been in 3 time machines. Can you name them?
In 3?
3.
Well, obviously the DeLorean.
Yep.
Are you counting the train as a separate one?
Train's number 2.
Okay, and then he was just in something recently that I haven't seen, but I heard that they did a big shout out to. That new one with Reynolds, Adam Project.
Nope, it's an old one.
Oh, it's an old one. Okay. Nope. I want to see this Ryan Reynolds flick. Oh, and when I heard that now Christopher Lloyd pops up, come on.
Okay, well, I will say I don't know if he's in a time machine in that movie, but that's definitely not the one.
That's not the one you're talking. Okay. I don't.
One hint is he didn't know it was a time machine when he was sitting in it.
Well, he wasn't in the Hot Tub Time Machine movies.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Was he in one of the Bill and Ted's?
Nope. Oh, Nathan said the Adam Project was good. So
it's getting great reviews. So
I heard that, yeah.
And it's It's Reynolds with the same director that's going to be doing Deadpool 3. They did Free Guy.
Mm-hmm.
They're on fire.
Big time.
I don't know. I can't think of another time travel movie that he was in, which makes me wonder if I saw it.
Oh, you've seen it.
I've seen it.
Trust
Okay.
me. I am using the question very loosely. Like I said, when he was in this, he did not know it was a time machine.
Oh.
It was taken from him and then used as a time machine.
Oh.
Maybe not even in the same movie.
Oh. What? I have no clue. I am lost.
Well, let's just say number 3 is where he had it, and number 4 is where they went back in time.
The Klingon Warbird.
Save the whales. That's right. He was in that Warbird.
Yeah.
They
That's
was
a
in a
stretch. That's a
He was in a
stretch.
Star Trek movie?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was the head Klingon in Star Trek 3.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
I've kind of forgot that because
Just trying to picture someone
the odd
in-
number ones.
Trying to picture someone in Klingon makeup going 88 miles an hour.
They had to go a little bit more than that in the next movie. So
88, Warp 88. There we go.
Warp 88.
I remember because I always comment that a friend of mine looks just like Christopher Lloyd in that movie. Bear with me. There he is. And here he comes. Share screen. Whole lot of buttons to push. And there he is.
And that's the guy's look?
That's yeah, his name's Pierre. He's one of the
he's a cosplayer.
yeah. Well, he's a
Okay.
Klingon.
Yeah. Oh,
He's in the Crimson he's
okay.
gonna kick my butt. Dang it. But yeah, I think he looks almost identical to Christopher Lloyd as the Klingon.
Yeah, I can see it.
There we go. We gave him his 5 minutes of fame.
Very cool.
Boom.
What, did you lose a bet or something?
Now you think, right?
I mean, I thought maybe it was something they'd been carrying over from Figure Gore that you had like an in joke or something.
No. That's actually carried over from ThunderCon. The very, very first time I met him.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to share this picture because this one looks a bit better. He doesn't have sunglasses on. Oh my God, all the buttons I got to push just to share a screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's got the same facial structure.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
that's why I always remember about the time machine.
So does he cosplay as that character?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, he's like the Mandos and the 501st.
Okay.
This is the Klingons. And that's
But
him.
is he specifically that Klingon?
Oh,
okay.
wait. No, I don't know if he's specifically the Klingon from Star Trek 3.
See, he should take it to that level and study that movie and pick up some of the mannerisms.
Talk like Jim Kazowski, or what's his name from Taxi? Reverend Jim. There we go. It's just called.
Wow, you're going way back, man.
Yep. All right, let's get to today's topic, the Oscar picks for 2022.
Okay, this list is bullshit for me because I haven't seen any of them. So so you'll get the gist of kind of what I was doing here.
I got to be honest, I'm exactly the same. Like with my list.
Sorry, there is one that I've seen. There is one movie that is on my list that is actually nominated for awards.
I think I've seen, out of the movies involved, I think I've seen 3 of them. Spread out over all the awards.
Well,
Wow.
4, actually, 4, yeah.
Let's jump into it. What was that? Best visual effects. Now, the nominees are, as soon as I find it, there we go. Best visual effects. Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So, as always, Jason, what's your pick?
It's a no-brainer. Of course, it's Spider-Man: No Way Home. Like,
Okay, that's what
that movie is just fantastic, and I gotta watch it again. So and just for the visual spectacle alone, because that movie gives us so much from so many different directions. It's just stunning.
But see, and that's where I don't know if I'm dazzled by the show as opposed to the visual effects, because it's so hard to draw that line and say, okay, that's a visual effect, but this is amazing. So I picked it as well. But again, it was a tough pick because I wasn't sure what I was voting for.
Sometimes it's the movies like Titanic or Allied where you don't realize that half of what you saw was a visual effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all props to that. But for me, because they do get criticized that Marvel movies are just bang, pow, 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 and there's no substance to them, which is fucking bullshit. That because particularly, like I know my love for this movie is well documented, but the action and the bang, bang, pow is a part of the story. It melds perfectly. It's not haphazardly thrown and just flashes and all that, just to wow you. It moves. It's all part of the story.
You have to be able to believe that what you're seeing is not visual effects. That's me. Like literally the other day, I just rewatched Creed 2, and I don't know why I didn't notice it the first time, but that final fight in Russia, my God, it's blue screen to death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can tell, and I didn't notice it the first time, but I really did the second viewing. But I don't feel
interesting.
I don't feel like that is the case here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I what Nathan said there, that No Way Home, but he's putting Dune as the upset.
Yep.
I honestly I could see that. I could see that. Dune, it was truly another visual spectacle. That movie was really beautiful to watch.
I gotta watch it. I do. I haven't seen it. But all right, James, what did you pick?
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh, you did too?
Okay.
I did. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Please do. I know I kind of ramble on, so please tell me to shut up once in a while.
Well, no, because you were just echoing everything I was probably going to say.
That's refreshing, Thank you.
All three. That one. Look at that.
The movie is just massive.
Yeah.
It is. It crazily is.
If I had a runner,
it doesn't collapse on itself though. It holds together.
If I had a runner-up, I might have put No Time to Die.
I still haven't seen it, so I can't say.
I wouldn't yet either, but I would have picked it just because it spawned. Okay, next category: best original song.
I don't know if I realized that you put Bond above Marvel. I'm a little surprised by that.
Oh, dude, I love Bond.
I know that. I just didn't realize that Bond was that much higher. But I guess it's been with you longer. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Best original song. Now this is
the nominees are.
Sorry.
Be Alive from King Richard, Dos Orugatas, I probably massacred that, from Encanto, Down to Joy from Belfast, No Time to Die from No Time to Die, and Somehow You Do from 4 Good Days. Jason, what you got?
So this is the first from the one movie on these that I have seen. Besides Spider-Man, I totally forgot Spider-Man was in the visual category. Where we go here? Original song. Encanto, the Dos Erguatis.
Oh, really?
That's that movie at first bothered me because of how the family treats the main character. How they treat Mirabelle. It's atrocious. But I've watched it now, I don't know how many times, because my wife loves it. Of course, my granddaughter does. It's the first thing she wants to watch when she comes over. Although it might be getting usurped by Turning Red, just saying.
What I hear.
But Encanto really is magical. All the songs are fantastic. I know everybody we don't talk about Bruno. But for me, Surface Pressure by the Sister Louisa is my favorite song in that whole film. This song, though, this is the poetic entry song as you're getting the story, the opening of the film. It is truly beautiful as the story is told.
I think I have to watch this movie. I have not yet.
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's so much fun, and they do some really fun shifts with the visual style, kind of like if you've seen Moana during what can I say except you're welcome. The visual look changes as they flip through some of the different scenes in that.
Yeah.
They play with that a lot more in Encanto, and it makes for a really cool looking flick.
Okay. We gotta watch it. James, what's your pick?
My pick is the only one of the 5 that I've actually seen the movie for. I went with No Time to Die from No Time to Die. And while I like a couple of Billie Eilish songs, I was skeptical that she could pull off a Bond theme. But I think she did. And I think there's only barely a handful of Bond themes that I don't like. And those being Madonna's Die Another Day, Adele's Skyfall, which just got overplayed to death. Most of them are really great. And I thought this one was good. And I think it lives up to the movie that it was in front of.
I agree with you. That's my pick as well. No Time to Die.
You're biased. But that is a nice song. It's not my favorite from her, but she is a talented artist, and that song is a pretty good song. It is a good nice song.
Yeah, well, I got to go with it. You understand?
I somehow didn't hear it until I saw the movie.
It actually didn't get I don't think it was that well received, honestly. Like on like the Billboard, like the pop charts or whatever. I don't think it was that well received.
Okay.
I think this is honestly like the lowest charting song from a Bond film.
That's kind of the impression I'm getting.
But I still love it. I think it's amazing.
I do need to see the movie and hear that song with it to kind of, to get my opinion there.
Yeah.
Nathan said, "Are you guys going to do a show to see how close all your guesses were to the winners?" We could do that. We have a show on the 28th right afterwards. We could take 10 minutes and do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll throw it in. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay, banners. What is next? Best writing adapted. Let's see what the nominees for that one are. Adapted screenplays are Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, The Lost Daughter, and The Power of the Dog. So, Jason.
Okay. For me, because the only one of those movies I've seen, I'm going to go with Dune. Okay. But write-in ballot, Spider-Man No Way Home.
AKA, that would go in the other category. This is adapted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I know it's not based on a specific, but because it's based on source material like a comic book, it's considered adapted.
Would it be?
That's what I'm not sure on.
Okay.
In my mind, it should be because it is based on something.
Previously printed source material and sequels are all considered adapted.
Really?
So if this is an original story, then it would be under original screenplay. And I don't know how much of this is an original story or if they did a version of this in the comics. I don't know.
What? Dune?
No. I'm talking Spider-Man No Way Home.
He's trying
Spider-Man's a sequel. It's a sequel to Far From Home.
So it'd be adapted.
It'd be adapted, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my write-in vote for adapted.
Okay.
But Dune, in my mind, the Dune's the only one I've seen, and Dune was to me it was a really good carryover from the book, much better than the other version, the Cronenberg.
Well, sadly, the Cronenberg is limited by technology. I think if Cronenberg had the technology today, I think you would have seen a much different film.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just thinking how crazier it would have been.
Right. Look at Nathan. Nathan even says Dune. That's his pick.
Yeah.
James,
mine too. I went with the only one that I had seen.
So you're saying that there's another category all three of us agreed on?
Yes.
Basically, I'll probably. Well, you haven't even seen it yet, so.
Well, no, I haven't. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I have to change this.
So were I to do a write-in ballot, every single category with every single choice would be completely populated with other movies.
None of these here. I'll get my own. I
Yeah.
like. All right, now let's try for original screenplay, and the nominees for that are Belfast, Don't Look Up, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, and The Worst Person in the World. So, Jason, what do you got?
Okay, I'm basing this on the only one. I only know one person who's seen one of these movies, or at least I know he's seen this movie and he really enjoyed it. My pick is King Richard.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do want to see that one. That's one of the few movies on this list that I actually want to see.
Yeah, me too.
But Tally saw it and he said it was great. So that's my pick. But I'm wondering why Don't Look Up is on that list when apparently it was kind of a bomb. Like, was it that good?
It was a huge hit for Netflix.
I thought it wasn't. I thought it bombed.
No, it was a huge hit. It isn't that great, but it was a huge hit.
And that's just it. It doesn't matter. It's the Oscars. Obviously, somebody owed somebody something from the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie's way too long.
Oh, and that's Nathan's pick too. Don't Look Up.
Way too long.
Wow. Okay.
I won't say. Okay.
Reason I won't. Okay.
Now I want to know.
That makes me think he's on the take.
Right? James, what's your pick?
Okay, now the only one of these I've actually seen is Don't Look Up, and I'm not picking it. I am going with the one that I thought looked best from the trailer, and that was King Richard.
Interesting. And see, I haven't even seen a trailer for that yet.
Really?
I did shortly before it came to the theater, and I thought, wow, this actually looks really good.
I get a strong Pursuit of Happiness vibe from the trailer, and well, Pursuit of Happiness is like phenomenal.
That one I still haven't seen.
Oh, highly recommend. It's one of Smith's best for truly dramatic purposes, like truly dramatic.
Oh my God. No. You guys are 100% right. I'm off on my own thinking of King Lear. I thought Will Smith had said Shakespeare. King Richard is the one where he plays the dad of the
Venus and Serena.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the trailer for that. Son of
You were thinking Shakespeare?
I was. Oh my God, I got to change a couple picks. Wow, was I way out the bait?
Were you thinking it was the Denzel movie?
No. That's why I thought it was cool. There was two Shakespeare, but it was King Lear, not King Richard. Dang it. Like I said, it doesn't matter. That's not what I picked for Best Picture anyway. I picked Belfast because Kenneth Branagh is a
spoiler
lover.
Okay? You just said your Best Picture.
Oh, sorry. What are we doing? Oh no, the Best Writing Original. Sorry,
yeah,
Belfast.
Yeah, okay. Because you just said Best Picture. And, what?
Dang it. Okay. What, Craig? The Batman has my vote, dude. It's not on the list.
That's next year,
man. But yeah, Kenneth Branagh is like the Oscars love that man, and
did he write this one?
He directed it. I know he directed it.
Writer Kenneth Branagh.
Huh.
Okay.
Yep. So, I have a feeling this might be the one.
Oh, has he not won? Has he not won yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Greg says I went off the board just a little. Just a little. All right, let's get to our next one. Best animated film. Why don't they put this list in order? My God.
You got to do the
Oh, there it is. Animated feature film. We have Encanto, Flea, which I've never heard of, Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and Raya and the Last Dragon. Jason.
Which means it's Mitchell's, Flea versus Disney.
Basically. Disney's got 3 entries in there. It obviously it's Encanto. Like it's just a magical film. It really is. It's so good.
I hear that's the new Frozen. Got kids everywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
Not a vote in its favor, if you ask me.
It's crushing it. It's crushing. But Turning Red is getting a lot of attention now. Turning Red, I think, is aimed a little bit at a higher age.
Okay.
And it's set in Toronto.
It's set in Toronto, and the main character is 13, and because it's dealing with her maturity, right? So it's a take on her entering womanhood, and it's fun.
Nathan is on board with you.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun.
Let's see if James is on board. James?
My pick was the only one of these I've seen, and my pick was originally called Connected, and it was going to be released in theaters for the longest time, and then because of the pandemic, it got delayed, then sold to Netflix, changed the title to The Mitchells versus the Machines, and this movie is hilarious. Genuinely hilarious.
Now, I have heard that. I haven't.
During the most recent shutdown, my boss and I were watching it one night while we were sitting there doing Skip, and it's just so funny.
So you're watching a movie by yourself.
There's little else to do.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which theater were you watching it in?
No, we were watching on his laptop. We were sitting over by Outtakes.
You've got 7 screens in the place.
Well, he has Netflix.
Plug in one of the cameras and away you go.
We got to sit out there for Skip.
Nathan
Get
said,
a bell.
I have 3 daughters. I have no choice but to watch all of these films. That I can believe. I picked only because, yes, it's the only one I've seen out of the lot. And I've heard Encanto and I heard Mitchell's and the Machine is hilarious. But I went with Raya and the Last Dragon just because it is so gorgeously done. You know,
Still haven't watched it.
Oh, it's a beautiful film. It really is.
I should. It looks like it'd be up my alley. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun. And like I said, I just love the art style with the dragon. And
it looked really interesting. What I saw in the trailers, it did look like it'd be a pretty good visual spectacle as well. So
nice.
I wish I had seen it on the big screen. I saw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it didn't even get a theatrical, did it?
I think it had a small simultaneous.
Yes, that was the first one they tried to do it.
Yeah,
but it didn't come to Chatham.
Yep. All right. Next one is Best Actor, and let's see if I can find this one. Actor in a leading role. We have Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield for Tick, Tick, Boom, Will Smith for King Richard, and Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth. And Jason, who do you got?
Based solely on what I heard from Tally, I'm going to go with Will Smith for King Richard. However, he will not win because there'll be a write-in ballot for Tom Holland in Spider-Man No Way Home. Tally just gave me a thumbs up, too, so he's on board.
Well, that makes 3 votes for Tom because I'm in.
Actually, I think Tally was giving a thumbs up for Will Smith, but...
Oh, well. Nathan's kind of there. He said Denzel or Will. Way to be on the fence there, Nathan. That's good. He loves you. James, who do you have for Best Actor?
I went with the trailer that I had seen that looked the best again, so this was Will Smith.
Really?
Yeah. I know Power of the Dog is the favorite for most awards, but I hadn't seen the trailer. I'm not a fan of most adaptations of Macbeth. I hadn't seen anything for Tick, Tick, Boom, and I'm not interested in watching Being the Ricardos.
Oh, it's good.
So I hear that. I've heard it's good, yes.
It is really good.
I am curious about that one.
Yes.
I like biopics. So
Oh, look, Pam's
Yes.
here. Hi, guys, except James.
oh, you're still on the shit list.
I can feel a chip.
Right? Just over the screen. Well, this is yet another category all three of us agreed. I went with Will Smith thinking it was King Lear, but I do agree that the stuff that I have seen, he looks incredible in that film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will be watching it soon.
Hi, Pam.
Will Smith has been getting so much better. Like every movie, I see more and more depth in that guy.
And he's done several dramatic roles that he deserved an Oscar for.
Mm-hmm.
Most of which I would say would be 7 Pounds and one of his very first movies, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. James said, James, do you get your hate for all your Colin Farrell love?
Only from you guys.
All right. Next category is Best Actor in a Supporting Role. And those nominees are, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to say his name wrong. Ciarán Hinds.
I think it's Charon.
Charon? Okay, yeah. When there's a C in an Irish name, you'd never know. Troy Kotsur for Coda. Jesse Plemons for Power of the Dog. J.K. Simmons for Being the Ricardos. And Cody Smith McPhee for The Power of the Dog. Power of the Dog's on there twice. And you can tell it's an Oscar favorite because it sucks. Jason, you're up.
Now, see, I for legit answer, I have to go with Jesse Plemons based on Shirley Buzz, from what I'm hearing. But write-in ballot, Willem Dafoe for Spider-Man No Way Home.
There's a lot of write-in ballots on here.
They shouldn't be write-in ballots. All of these should be legitimate nominations, but we don't need to go there.
Write-in ballot for co-winners, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Exactly.
He's like, James, you're getting it.
Yeah, he's figured it
out. James, let's see who your pick is.
I went with, seeing as I haven't seen any of these, I went with one of the two Power of the Dog actors, Cody Smith McPhee, because of the past movies I've seen. Most notably, he was in a Western with Michael Fassbender called Slow West.
I don't think I've seen that.
No, I haven't.
Doesn't take up too much of your time. It's only about an hour and a half.
Last thing I've ever seen Cody in was X-Men. So.
Oh, yeah.
I just enjoyed his performance because he wasn't blue. But I will say the performances in the movie are incredible. It's strictly story that I hate. Like 100%. So.
Interesting.
Well, I am going to be an oddball in this, and I'm not going to pick Power of the Dog. I went with J.K. Simmons from Being the Ricardo. His portrayal of the guy who plays, is it Ed? Or no, Earl? Oh my God, what's Ricky's neighbor's name? I can't remember. Fred, there we go. Thank you. Yes.
I don't think I ever actually watched the show.
You never seen an I Love Lucy episode?
I don't think so.
Dude. But yeah, he nailed it. And then the backstage stuff, like the movie is interesting, like crazy interesting, because it's all one day.
Really? Oh, yeah. I didn't know. I see. I only know that it's supposed to be about Lucy and Desi, and so
for 24 hours during the making or filming of one of the episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to check that one out.
But J.K. Simmons, he's turning into one of those chameleons, like a Gary Oldman. Like just he just melts into a character, and you can't see him anymore. You can only see the character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had to pick with him. Okay, here we go. Best Actress. And the nominees for that one are Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, and Kristen Stewart for Spencer. And Jason.
Just based on, because I have no legitimate answer for this one at all, I'm going to go based on past Oscar experience. I'm going to go with an actress that I know they love from a movie that I've never even heard of, and go with that with Olivia Colman. But write-in ballot Zendaya for Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I'm sensing a trend.
It's pretty obvious at this point, right?
I would have gone with Aunt May.
That's supporting actress.
Doesn't matter.
She's so good, she takes over the actress. James, who do you got?
I went with Kristen Stewart for Spencer, just because I had heard that it was a good movie and she did a good job. I haven't seen any of these, and I probably won't. So,
well, that makes two of us. I've heard the buzz on this, and they said this is the movie that shows she's an actress, I guess. You know, one guy watched it, his comment on Facebook was like, "Holy crap, when did she learn to act?" So it's like, ooh, well, okay.
I had heard great things about Personal Shopper, which I have at home, but I haven't watched.
Seeing the one I kept hearing about for her was can't remember what it was called, but she was in Guantanamo Bay.
I know what you're talking about. The title escapes me.
Yeah, but she did one where she was like a guard in Guantanamo Bay, and I think she develops a relationship with one of the detainees, and that one was getting some buzz for her too.
Kristen Stewart.
I remember that one too. I can't think of it.
I remember we watched the trailer on the show.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
Because we all were like, Kristen Stewart?
Camp X-Ray.
There you go.
There it is. The only one I could think of was the one with her and the dog, which was another one. She played a military person.
No, that was Kate Mara.
Oh snap! You're right. That's right.
Megan Levy. Good movie.
Kate's gonna hear about that, Rob.
Right?
You're in trouble now.
Take them off her list. Okay, now we have Best Actress in a Supporting Role. These ones are Jessie Buckley for The Lost Daughter, Ariana Dubois for West Side Story, or DuBose, sorry, Judi Dench for Belfast. That should be Dame Judi Dench. Kristen Dunst for The Power of the Dog, and Wonyu Ellis for King Richard. I probably massacred that. Jason.
I'm gonna go. This is based on just the buzz I've heard. Dame Judi Dench.
Well, that's always a safe bet at the Oscars.
Exactly. That's why that's another reason why I'm going with her. But I think I've heard her name a little bit more.
And I've already written down Marissa Tomei.
Yes, rated vote Marissa Tomei. Thank you.
James, who's your pick?
I went with Kirsten Dunst, probably the favorite for Power of the Dog.
Dang,
I may have picked the girl from King Richard, but that movie's all about Will Smith, so I think he just overshadows everyone.
Yeah,
that's kind of the point of the story, though.
Yeah.
I went with Kirsten as well. Like in this movie, she is amazing. That's what I mean. I definitely do not hate this movie because of the acting. Man, everybody in it is so good. And especially her role. You know, she gets wigged out and starts, yeah. She would earn it with this one, I think. You know, if you could earn it.
I've heard good things about her too in this. So, you know, I could easily see that her taking it as well. But it doesn't matter because write-in ballot Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, Marissa's going to get it again.
Yep.
Well, wait, who's reading the awards? Jack Palance?
From Beyond the Grave.
Oh, don't you remember that controversy?
Yes, I remember. I remember.
Right?
What, where you did the one-handed push-up?
No, where he announced the winner and he said Marissa Tomei, but there's speculation that her name was not on that list.
Oh.
It was not the winner.
Yeah, he called the wrong winner. But
with the whole Moonlight fiasco?
Yeah.
James says, "Hey guys, well,
hey.
doing our Oscar picks, and we're down to the two biggies now. First one, Best Director. So for that, we have Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Ryusuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog, and Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. Jason.
See, this one, I have no real horse to Kenneth Branagh.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. That's based on absolutely nothing. I'm just kind of throwing that one out. Unfortunately, I can't pick on this one really. I'm basing that on your opinion.
Oh, really?
You were talking him up.
That's got to be it. That's it.
He's due.
Well, he probably is, actually. I don't think he's won one in a while, so they better. And there. James, who do you got?
Write-in ballot. Sorry, write-in ballot. John Watts, Spider-Man No Way Home.
There we go.
Sorry. I started my own shtick and I forgot.
I went with probably the favorite, and I think will probably be only the the third or fourth woman to be nominated or win Best Director. I went with Jane Campion for Power of the Dog.
Is it Campion? Oh, that is an I. Sorry, I thought that was a T.
Yeah, just because I'm not interested in watching West Side Story. I didn't think Licorice Pizza looked all that good. Not really interested in Belfast, and Drive My Car sounds interesting, but I didn't watch the trailer. So,
well, I am hearing buzz about that one, but I'm not hearing Parasite buzz. So,
oh man, it's another one of the few ones where it deserved to win every award it got. Mm-hmm.
I still haven't watched that, to be honest with you.
Oh, you should.
So good.
And strap yourself in.
Yeah.
Well, I chose what I think is going to be the fan favorite, and I went with Spielberg because not only is it Spielberg, it's a classic film of West Side Story, so it's like Oscar magic.
Jets, sharks.
Right? Do you want to hear? I read an article today. I don't know. I didn't even really look to see who wrote it, but it was 20 overrated directors, and they had Spielberg on that list.
I wouldn't call him overrated. I'd call him hit and miss, like the Coen brothers, but not overrated.
They had Quentin Tarantino on that list.
Oh, well, they can go to hell.
No, I can't say for sure, and this is going to sound horrible. I apologize now, but it was very man-hatey. It was very, Indiana Jones is all misogynistic, and Quentin Tarantino just likes to abuse women. Look what he did to Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, and really,
sure.
Way to focus on one article and nothing else.
I hate that. I hate that they want to take today's society standards and try and apply them to stuff from 60 years ago. Like it was a different world. It was a different time. Was it right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right or wrong. It was in the past. You can't change them. You don't like it, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Somebody's
sorry,
just cranky. That's all.
Anyways,
let's see. Did I do mine? Oh yeah, that was mine. That's right, Spielberg. So
yeah,
that was mine. That brings us to Best Picture. They got a lot of nominees this year.
They always do. They pad it for some
but they went back.
reason.
They actually went back up to 10 this year.
So we have for nominees for Best Picture: Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. Like, why 10? Why? Every other category is 5.
Yep.
I don't understand
Didn't they do 12 one year?
No, the first time they did 10. The most they've ever done was 10, and that was with Star Trek and District 9 and stuff.
I don't understand it. Well, Jason, of that menagerie, who did you pick?
I want to go with King Richard because it's King Richard. But write-in ballot, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Duh.
You sure?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
You know, it's just a little different from what you've been doing, but okay, I'll write it in.
Okay, okay, write it in. Yep.
James, what do you got?
Well, I went against the favorite, which is probably Power of the Dog, or what I would want to be the favorite, which is probably King Richard. And why the hell Don't Look Up is on this list, I have no idea. I went with the... it's not a bad movie. It's pretty funny. It's just you're going to be looking at your watch and like, it's still going. It's not a best picture. Yeah. Anyway, I went with the only one that. What's that?
Somebody owes somebody something for getting it.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation from what I keep hearing.
I expected better from Adam McKay after The Big Short and Vice. Anyway, I went with the only one I'd seen out of these 10, and it's a spectacle. I went with Dune.
See, and this is weird. James said Dune was just okay. I haven't seen it.
No.
So I can't comment yet.
I mean, it's just part 1, but I'd say it's more than just okay.
Yeah, I wish I would have known that it was just part 1 going in, because I had no idea they did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that, and then they throw into the credits Dune Part 1.
Right.
Like they didn't know they were getting a Part 2 greenlit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, James says the original was better.
David Lynch would probably disagree with you. I haven't seen it. I started watching it, and it was too weird, and I shut it off.
It's got Sting in it, man. How can it be bad?
Well, it also has Brad Dourif, but it was still super weird.
Well, that's just because it's David Lynch.
Yeah. I still want to know what the hell that guy smokes.
Oh, the good stuff, obviously.
The dangerous stuff. Have you seen Lost Highway?
Oh, yes. You should watch Mulholland Drive.
No, I won't. I survived Lost Highway with minimal brain damage. I ain't even thinking about Mulholland Drive.
Lost Highway.
Gotta hand it to Lynch for having the balls to put on the poster as part of the advertising, Siskel and Ebert, 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, no doubt. That is not really screaming endorsement, but okay. I guess that leaves me, doesn't it?
Yep.
My last one, I kind of had to go with Jason on that one. King Richard. Again, thinking it was Shakespeare, but now knowing what it is, I would still pick it.
That's hilarious.
And then James said, and then they don't know if they're making part 2. I don't think that was ever really in the air.
They greenlit it like after the opening weekend, I'm pretty sure.
But that's what I mean. I think they were waiting for that just to see that opening weekend. And if it tanked, they would have said, nah.
But I think they had already done all the prep work.
Yeah.
You kind of have to when you're setting something like that up. You have to be ready to go as soon as that
and they're going. Well, yeah.
Good.
It comes. I think it either comes out the end of this year or next year or something.
So now I have posted that on the Movie Madhouse page. So on the 28th, we'll take a quick scan and we'll see exactly how close we came.
Oh, probably going to be way off because they're going to go with the oddball choices because that's what half of them end up being.
Just to mess us up. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be all Power of the Dog and Coda.
Is that who won Golden Globes?
I honestly don't know. I just keep reading that Power of the Dog keeps sweeping awards.
So, yeah, because remember, Golden Globes usually is a telltale sign where they're going to go with the Oscars. Not always, but it usually leans in that direction.
Golden Globe winners.
But you know, the whole thing is bullshit, anyways. So
Power of the Dog. Yeah.
Okay. Because you know when they don't want to, they don't view like comic book movies and all that stuff as in the same art form, and that pisses me off. I got into this conversation with Mike recently because of John Cena and Peacemaker.
But the other Best Picture winner was West Side Story.
Oh, really?
Peacemaker.
Yeah. Peacemaker.
Yeah, John Cena and Peacemaker. If you haven't seen it, if you like the Suicide Squad, you will like this show.
You'll love it.
But the character arc, like just hit the trauma that he experiences and his delivery with all of it. Come on, you can't tell me that's not great acting.
Yep, that is like the best role for him ever. You know,
but
and it helps you like
acting,
Suicide.
And they're not, and you know he won't get any awards recognition unless it's a People's Choice Award and all that. No, he won't.
He might.
You're telling me John Cena is going to be nominated for an Emmy for Peacemaker?
They might get Best Ensemble.
John Cena should be nominated for an actor in a dramatic role. Well, I don't know if they consider it dramatic. It doesn't matter. John Cena
It's
should
not
be
dramatic.
If you want to give it any, you want me to believe there's any credibility to any of these bullshit awards, John Cena needs to at least be nominated for an Emmy.
At least they greenlit it for a second season.
I think.
Yes.
The other James said no way.
Yes way.
Have you not seen Peacemaker, James? I'm talking that I. Oh.
Trust me, it'll help if you didn't enjoy the Suicide Squad.
Well, see, I like the Suicide Squad, but this series made me enjoy it that much more going back to watch it.
Yes,
Same.
because now you know the inside of his brain, like how his mind operated.
Exactly.
And the traumatic effect it has, you know, like
now you wish Vigilante was in the Suicide Squad.
Right?
and the Vigilante is a character that they had the dark and serious version of on Arrow.
Yeah, I heard that.
So getting this version, it's even more hilarious if you're familiar with that version.
Creeping out from behind a garbage bin. I love Vigilante. All right. Well, second here. Second Suicide I didn't like. Oh, you didn't like the second one.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I get it. I get it. You know, those movies are polarizing. Absolutely. And I get it with most films. Spider-Man No Way Home, that's the exception. Everybody should love that movie, but
right. Should be a write-in for every ballot, I think.
Exactly. It should have been up for animated feature, technically.
A lot of computer drawings in that one.
Exactly.
Oh, man. All right. Real quick, just a reminder that everybody's CKX is here. And look at that.
I was just disappointed that Zack Snyder's Justice League was ineligible for some reason.
What? Why?
Yeah, it just said that it was ineligible.
That
I don't recall why.
That's hinky.
They're still considering it the same film from prior.
Well, no, because it's even listed as Justice League 2021.
Oh,
maybe that's classification purposes. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. It wouldn't win anything anyways.
James has got his tickets. Good man. And now I'm wondering if it's because it never had a theatrical release.
That might be because they had said that they were going to do IMAX. They wanted to do IMAX releases or maybe for the Justice's Gray version, the black and white version. But yeah.
But streaming services are counted, aren't they?
See,
or is it only Netflix?
Because I was going to say, don't look up. Did it get a theatrical release?
No, it was Netflix. Unless I think they can easily release it in one theater for one day, and that counts.
That might be what they do. That sounds familiar.
Why was Justice League
excluded? That sounds elitist to me in the Oscars. Go figure.
Ineligible. Oh, it says it was not eligible for Oscars fan favorite category. And no, it's not because it's just that Zack Snyder's Justice League wasn't eligible at the Oscars to begin with. Okay. Maybe it was the theatrical release, I guess.
Let me see here. Oh, it looks like it was released theatrically worldwide, like internationally. Portugal, it was released. Netherlands, it was released. And Italy, it had theatrical releases. Don't look up.
Oh. So that makes it count.
Yeah, because it made 791,000 internationally. That doesn't seem like very much.
No, it doesn't.
I don't understand the Academy. I do not understand the Academy.
Nope.
Oh, well. Anyway.
So, CK Expo.
Yes. August 30th. Do I have any of those promo? Oh, no. Wait. I got to change studios for a second here. Wrong button. Going to the figure gore for a second. Boom. Madman Pondo is coming. Ryan LaPlante is coming.
Oh, boy.
Ali Chappell is coming. And this one we haven't announced yet, but I'm going to do it. Sean Ray is coming. He is the main character from Far Cry 6.
Oh, very cool.
So, wait, he's not Best Picture. They should have removed that. Dun. And there we go. They're gone. But yeah, those are... Oh, wrong button. Too many buttons. There we go. We're back. Those are some of the people that are showing up. I just had an announcement or talked to somebody that they're confirming at the end of this month, but it's a rather big person for me, and very excited to be able to announce them. So stay tuned. We're going to have one more announcement, hopefully.
Awesome.
Right?
Yes. The world is turning again.
We are going to be having a screening the night before.
Oh.
One of the films I know we're screening is a certain film called Holy Hell.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't... that one scene. There's that one scene.
Right? And then we do have the second film. I'm waiting to 100% confirm it with the filmmaker, and we'll be screening those two movies with the filmmakers there to chat with the Friday night. And then Saturday after party, man, have we got stuff planned.
Yeah.
Next up, we will talk more about that schedule.
All right.
But cool.
That's it for now. Guys, thanks for that list. That was fun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you said Oscar picks, and how am I going to do this? And I was, so I came up with this idea, and hey, it works.
Hey, once No Way Home just cleans up at the Oscars, people will realize.
They will come to know, that you can't slight Marvel anymore. Damn it, they know what they're doing.
Exactly. They would never slight Marvel, would they?
They have been for 12.
Sorry.
Well put.
Right? All right. Wait. James says, are there tickets for the after party? That's what I'm working on right now. I'm talking with the establishment to see what we have to do. And, no cost it, $2, $4. We're going to find out for sure exactly what we need to do for the after party. But, man, we're going to have some fun stuff that night.
Very cool.
I am super excited. But, all right.
I'm nervous. Honestly, I'm nervous.
Why?
You know why.
I know I don't.
I'm not quick enough generally for improv, so I don't know what you're going to get.
It's going to be fun.
Okay. I'll have to smoke heavily beforehand, right?
We will announce one of the events we're having because Jason just mentioned
sorry.
No, dude, trust me. It's all good. That part we know is we are going to have, it's a group called Barely Funny. And the logo is a little bear. It's really fun, right? But it's basically Joseph Benoit, Alejandro Palachenko, Eric Shaw, myself, and we're dragging Jason in. And
that's the barely part.
We did this thing with a buddy of ours, Florin, where we did the games from Whose Line Is It Anyway? all improv, and we had a blast doing it. So we're bringing that back, and we're going to have that going on at the evening.
Very cool.
Not to mention other stuff. And Jason, fine. You watch.
We'll see how it goes.
Look at James involved too. Look at that face, right? See, look at that. Pure improv right there. All right.
He's all in, can't you tell?
Exactly. Where's my alcohol? Anyway, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we will see you all later.
Bye.
Toodles.
A madhouse!